Oh, Jesus H. Christ. It's been a while, hasn't it? I really don't know how to start this one off, to be perfectly honest with you. But, I mean, I'm gonna try. Uh, yeah. Okay, everything seems to at least be kind of working. My god, I haven't loaded any of this stuff up in a bit. I know it's only been like 4 days, but you know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean. Or I guess you will in a moment. Because I kind of have to explain myself. And, yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna wait like maybe another minute or two before I actually start talking about the important stuff, and I'm gonna skip past the ads because, you know, reasons. just reasons, you know. But yeah, how's everyone doing? I haven't been on the internet very much lately, and oh my god, I forgot to actually post on Twitter that I'm doing this. If anyone even still watches me. Good lord. Right, hang on. Yeah. There we go. This is going to be kind of a looser, freeform one today. I'm not really doing anything. To be perfectly honest with y'all, I just wanted to come and sit down and chat and just kind of let y'all know where I am. that I'm alive. I'm doing okay. But yeah, there's been a lot that's happened in the last like mostly a week, I guess, or at least like a few days, I suppose. I don't know, man. I'm just gonna lay my soul bare. But okay, we're at about 6 minutes ish, so I guess I should just start talking. And if my usuals come in while I'm talking, and I need to back up a bit, then I will. But yeah, I kind of felt like y'all had. I'm snoozing the ad. Go away. Let's see. I'm gonna window cap, and let's see. It's yeah. I suppose that's okay. But I'm gonna just. Bleh. Wait. What have I done? Oh my god, okay. No, that didn't work at all like I thought it would. I still want to see the window, dang it. Okay, that didn't work out how I thought it would, but... Oh god, of course, the second I decide to do something like this, then I just end up breaking everything. Okay, I'm just gonna scooch on over real quick. Just so that y'all can see this. And just so that, because I have like notes that I had to write down for myself, and maybe that's just me being stupid, but I needed to sort of like get my thoughts together on this before I actually started talking, because I needed to sort of structure what's going on, and yeah. So, I guess I'll start from the top and just let y'all know where I've been, what I'm doing. To be perfectly honest, like I said, this is the stream where I kind of lay my soul bare for all of you, and I'm sorry if I'm sorry if the mask slips a little, but your boy has not been doing okay. Like, work's been really ripping me up. Trying to look for different work has been ripping me up, and then I had to put all of that on pause just because my dad had a stroke. He's not doing well, well, he's doing better than he was. He's walking around and acting like nothing actually happened, but I'm scared like shitless, and I really don't want him to like get sick again, you know? It's been a thing. And he's been home all week, and I've been trying to like take care of him and help him like recover and get back on his feet. He has to do certain meds at certain times, and he's got to do he's just got to follow a very strict regimen now. He's got to change his diet, and it's been a bit of an adjustment period for everybody here. And yeah, the whole thing kind of scared me senseless, not gonna lie. And I'm just glad that he's okay now and that I didn't lose my dad, you know? Because, I don't know, I look up to him a lot, and just... I don't know what I would do if my father passed away. It would probably kind of wreck me a little. Not gonna lie, so... I mean, on top of all of that, my mental health has kind of been in the toilet, and I'm not very good at talking about that, so... I'm probably going to keep it limited to just know that, like, even before all of this stuff with my dad went down, I just haven't been doing okay. And it has nothing to do with, like, anything other than I just been fighting depression a long time. And I just need to get back into therapy because I'm an idiot, and I just stopped. But yeah. So I've been looking after my dad. I've been trying to help with the adjustment period, and I'm trying to help him get back on his feet. The doctors say that he's probably going to be good to probably go back to work by next week, I want to say. I don't know, but this whole thing just sort of scared the crap out of me, and I was, not really in a good place to try and stream, but I just needed to be with family in this time because, yeah. So that's just where I've been and what I was doing. Point 2, the channels and my Twitch and stuff. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not dead, and I still want to keep streaming. I still want to keep doing the thing. I just hit a roadblock because, honestly, I needed to just be with family. I needed to put that first, and, you know, video games and all of the stuff that I was doing can come after. I know I'm not going to lose my dad, so... I just needed to put them first, and family was just something that needed to be put ahead of everything, and yeah. I'm bad with words right now, I'm so sorry. But, yeah. I don't know, dude, it's just been rough, like... I know I probably stunted my growth because I haven't actually been, like, interacting or posting, and I've been doing those stupid little stories things. I don't even know if they actually reached anybody, but I was trying to keep you guys updated while things were going on, because I know that not a lot of people go to my, like, Twitter or X or whatever it's called, but I wanted to keep you guys as in the loop as I could while I've been away, and... yeah, I'm sorry if my thoughts are a little bit jumbled. That's why I have a list here. Because otherwise I don't think I'd be able to do this in any coherent form. If you know what I mean. But, yeah, no, my channels aren't dead. I'm still gonna keep trying to do the thing. I'm still gonna keep trying my best to, stream semi-regularly. I had to put some of my projects on hold, I'm trying to write hip-hop music, and I'm still trying to learn how to use BandLab, but all of that had to be paused for the time being, and... well, maybe by next week I'll be able to start picking up at normal stuff again. But this week might just be a I'm with family week, with the exception of today, because I felt like you guys deserve to know, like, what's going on, like, where I'm at, what's happening. And yeah, I mean, yeah, I just felt like y'all had had a right to know, because everybody here, or anybody who ends up eventually catching this, is gonna, I don't know, they're gonna hear me yammering on about nothing, probably, but I'm bad at emotions, dude. I don't know how to do this. I am kind of stuck for words, to be perfectly honest with you. But I'll go on to number 3 now. And this is probably going to be the one where that's going to, like, take the longest to talk about. Just because, like, I don't know, I really just want to get my dad something cool, because he just survived something that normally takes people out. And I just want to get him something nice, you know? So I've been throwing a lot of ideas around in my head about this, and I don't know, like, I'm not even going to try and pretend like I know what the mechanics of how, like, a stroke work, or how, like, things work afterwards. But I know what all of his interests are, and I know, like, all of the things that he really, really wants to do in life, I guess. But one thing that I noticed that he's really been, like, struggling with lately, and I don't know if it's just, I don't know what it is, really, but he seems to want to go back onto, like, motorcycles and going back to, like, automobiles and, like, cool cars and stuff. And honestly, I think it would be pretty cool to get him a trike. Just something that's, like, safe, but also something that'll let him get that same, like, motorcycle sort of thing that he used to do. You know. And, I've got some things on my mind that I think I would get him, but what I might start doing, just as a point of principle, is I might set up a GoFundMe, or I might set up something like that and just start shilling it, just so I can get my dad a gift, you know? Excuse me. And if it's not that, then basically what it would be is, like, I don't know. Because I also know that he likes really, really nice watches. He likes watches, he likes motorcycle, he likes cars. He's also big into, like, NASCAR. I know that's kind of weird. No, it's not really that weird to say, but it's just a, hey Kite, how you doing, bro? I'm yapping, and I just spent the last, like, 16 minutes just yammering on about shit. But to kind of summarize all the stuff that you missed is that I'm not dead. I still want to do the streaming thing. You shared your song at an open mic. Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. That's awesome. I needed some good news. Basically, I've just been wearing my heart on my sleeve tonight, and it's just that I'll just summarize it for you. It's just that my mental health has kind of been in the toilet. My dad had a stroke. He's doing better now, but we have to, like, monitor him for, like, a week to try and make sure that he's doing okay. So, poor mental health, plus my dad being sick, plus me being scared shitless, has done a number on me, and that's why I haven't been streaming as much. But I also want to buy my dad a gift. I don't really know what that's gonna be right now, Yeah, I haven't been streaming a lot because of that, and right now I'm trying to think of like stuff that I could get my dad as a gift. Kinda. He's in his like 50s, or he's like his late 50s, and I know that he likes watches. I know that he likes motorcycles and cars and stuff like that. I am not probably gonna get him a car, but I thought it would be cool to get him like a trike where he can get like that same sort of motorcycle thing, but like safe. I don't know how else to describe this, but I've just been sitting in with my own thoughts for a little bit, just thinking about what I can get him, because there's very few things that a pocket knife could be really. I got him a really nice pocket knife not too long ago for Christmas, and I bought him a really nice watch a few years back. Maybe I can get him another one. I don't know, but I was thinking of setting, and maybe this is just me being presumptuous or just poor timing, I guess. I don't know. But I was thinking of setting up like a my dad's gift GoFundMe and then just trying to shill the ever-loving hell out of it whenever I do stream. Maybe it's in poor taste, I don't know, but I want to get my dad something just to show him that I appreciate him and that, like, I'm very happy that he survived because you can't really see what's going on with me right now, but I'm kind of choking up a frog. I'm just grateful that he's okay and that he's getting better, but we had a very bad scare on Saturday and it's kind of messed with my head. So I'm just trying to think of something where it's like, I don't know, it's something that'll just show that I'm grateful, I guess, that he's alive and that things are good. But I want to get him something nice. Because, yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just sort of sitting with my own thoughts right now, and I'm just sort of wearing my heart on my sleeve right now, and it's not going well because I'm not good at that kind of thing. Which kind of segues into 4 and 5, to be perfectly honest with you. Yeah, I mean, life for me right now is kind of tough, but I'm getting by. And what I want to do, I don't know how he feels, but you wouldn't be surprised if he's also scared. As you've gotten older, you've learned just how much your dad has wanted, what your dad has wanted. Just know that you're doing okay and that you're happy. God. I'm sorry. I'll wait for a sec. Hang on, I'll tell Kite this. Hang on. But yeah. Oh god, I don't know how to fill the air right now. Okay, he's back. Thank God. Yeah, I'm just sort of sitting in my own thoughts right now. But life hasn't really been easy lately. Work's been draining me. I need a change of pace. Mental health is bad. I should go back to therapy, that kind of thing. But I do want to do more streaming in the future. I do want to try and build up, because when I really stopped to think about it while I was in the hospital with my dad and just chilling out at home after work, I'm the most happy, and I feel like I'm on my A game when I'm with you guys and when I'm hanging out with my audience and just doing the thing. So I want to just keep doing this, and I'm actually trying to figure out how to do. Want to chat on stream or off stream? You're down. Hell yeah. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. I'm bad at like talking and putting my heart on my sleeve like this. It's difficult. But yeah, I feel like I'm on my A game when I actually like share what I do here, and you know, it puts a lot of joy in me when I'm able to share like the weird shit that I find on the internet. When I'm able to just, I don't know, just come on and talk and yap and play games and stuff. Oh, thanks. Thank you, dude. I'm gonna be real though. To a degree, I put on like a little bit of a mask just because I want to make it seem more like I got my shit together better than I do, and I don't know. I just wanted to make a space where people could come in and just be chill and feel like that they're hanging out. Aw. Thanks, man. But yeah, no, where I just want to make like a space where... Okay, here's a little bit of behind the scenes, I guess. Oh my god. Oh my god, you're gonna make me cry, bro. I'm dying. I'm absolutely dying right now. Thank you, man. It means a lot. Oh, wait till the sound clip stops. God. Oh my god, but thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, what I was gonna say. Oh god, I lost my train of thought. Okay, so what I was gonna say is that, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I'm on my A game whenever I'm trying to do like content creation and all that. I'm also trying to think of like, I'm also working on like some more scripted content. I'm trying to work on my hip hop music in the background, but I had to sort of put that on pause. Hey Kat, how you doing? I'm just giving y'all an update, letting you know where I've been and what's up. And yeah, I'm trying to just wear my heart on my sleeve right now. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about, is that like I try to present myself as if I have my shit together better than I actually do. But and this is a little bit of behind the scenes of like how I came up with all this. It's just, I don't know. And this might come off as like really selfish, but I've always wanted to, like, the reason why I started doing the thing is because I wanted to make stuff I wanted to watch. Like just weirdly like instructional gameplay, like semi like know what I'm doing, but also I'm obviously garbage at most stuff I do. But yeah, I mostly wanted to just like make stuff that I wanted to watch, and then nobody has their shit together. We're all winging it all the time. Okay, that's fair. But like the whole vibe was, I just wanted to make something where like people could come in and they could sit down and, I don't know, just feel like you're hanging out with your like with your bro on the couch or something, watching stupid videos and playing games and stuff. And no, that's super awesome. That's why a lot of folks get into content creation. Yeah, that's why I got into it. I was actually inspired by a guy named Epic Name Bro, where he was always just like super himself on camera, and okay, I'm glad to know that I'm succeeding. Thank you, Kite. I appreciate it, bro. But I got inspired by a guy named Epic Name Bro to do what I do, because I really like Soulsborne content, and I also really liked just people who could sit down and just talk about random stuff all the time, and they just sort of inject bits of their life into what they do. And that's just kind of what I wanted to do. But I also chose the VTubing thing because I thought it was a cool opportunity to do like... Okay, this is gonna be kind of stupid sounding, but I chose to do VTubing over flesh tubing because of two reasons. One is that I'm a D- in man form. Like, I think I've made that joke on a couple of your guys' chats a few times, is that I'm a D- in man form. I'm like a dumpy gorilla man. But more than that, I also thought it was a cool opportunity to like fulfill that like childhood urge to be like a cool robot character or like anime dude. So that's the other reason why I do that. So I also wanted to just like fulfill that like old urge to be like the cool cartoon character on the internet. And yeah, that's a little bit of behind the scenes, is just that's why I started what I do. But to get kind of back on topic, future and what I want to do, I'm working on like a couple of scripted videos right now. I have like a Google Doc full of them. I'm also just trying to figure out like what I want my scripted content to be like, because I don't want it to just be like Let's Play content, because I kind of do that enough with my streams. I feel like I just want to talk about weird stuff. If that makes any sense at all. Stop talking meanly about my friend. Okay, I'll stop. I'm very self-deprecating, though. And flesh tubing means something different. Oh god. Please, no. But yeah, I've got some ideas of like what I want to do for scripted content, and I don't know. But I do know that like, and this is just me again wearing kind of like my heart on my sleeve, I guess, but I kind of feel like my creativity goes like nuts so whenever I do streaming, because whenever I'm on, I always think about like the next thing that I want to try doing, and even if I end up like being bad at it, I just want to like make it and see what happens. So that's kind of how I'm feeling about like my music right now. It's kind of how I'm feeling with like some of my artwork and like what my scripted content would look like. But I don't know. I've got like 1,000,001 ideas, and I just need to sit down, organize 2 of them, and then just run with it. But I'm also kind of like my own bad manager, because you know, this is already a stream where I'm coming clean about everything, so fuck it, let's go. I tend to have like stupidly bad perfectionist mindset, where if I can't do exactly what it is I'm thinking to the standard that I want, I will just never do it. And I tend to like overplan stuff. So God, this is such a weird thing to talk about, but it like what goes on in my head. Okay, so what goes on in my head 9 times out of 10 is that, and this is why it took me so long to just start VTubing without like procrastinating for too long, I guess. I don't know. But what it was is I wanted a certain standard to like what I wanted my thing to look like. I wanted it to be at a certain level where I could look at it and be like, yeah, it's very clear that I put a lot of work into this. And so when I finally started doing my first few streams, I was like, wow, okay, I'm actually ass. And I procrastinated another 2 weeks before I officially started trying to do like any streaming. And also, it was just it was more poor planning because I've never done content creation before, so my first few streams, and I know Kite knows this because I think I showed him, but my first stream was a dog shit. And it was on YouTube. I did it on YouTube. Like my whole first like stream series I did on YouTube, and it was these like hour to 2 hour long Elden Ring guide like videos plus Let's Play. And episode 0 was ass. It was so bad. It was funny because now I've been doing this for maybe a year. I've lost track. But yeah, no, God, I should pull that up at some point and just show you guys what that looked like, because oh God, it was awful. It was so bad. I had a USB mic that I was using, and I also didn't have very good internet at the time when I started, so everything looks just gross. I keep it for posterity. I'm never gonna like remove it or delete it because it's sort of like the benchmarker to where I started out. But holy crap, it's bad. It's so bad. Like, I'm surprised that it... Oh, God. Like, I was tempted to just quit after that trial run, but I was like, oh, God. Alright, let's just go. Let's just keep doing it. So I, like, refocused, rebudgeted, got better internet, and invested in a better mic. And now we're here. Where I do the thing every once in a while and try to make it to a semi-acceptable standard. But yeah, I'm my own bad manager. So like, if I can't... And this is just something I feel like I need to get over, but I feel like if I can't do something perfectly, like 190%, close to 200, then I just don't do it. Because it's like, I've always like worked under the assumption of a cut, like measured 5 times cut once sort of mentality. And that's not healthy. Like, some prep and some planning is good, but you're the same way, so you understand. Okay, I'm glad. I'm just my own bad manager. So yeah, I do have some stuff in the works for like scripted content and music and all that, because eventually I think that would be cool to do. But I feel like if I can't do it at a certain standard, I shouldn't be doing it at all. And I just need to get over it. Just I need to give myself a boot up the buttock. Let me just tell you. Because there are times when your boy just, like... I hesitate to even share this, but... boot to the head, exactly. 190%. But yeah. Yeah. Oh my god. I just now realized that Kat probably hasn't heard, like, the first bits, so, I'll summarize. Bad mental health. I've been trying to help my dad out because he's recently come from the hospital with a stroke. He's out of the hospital now and he's trying to get back on his feet again, so I've been trying to look after him. Work sucks. I'm thinking about what to get him for as a gift and whether or not I should start a GoFundMe for it because I'm an ass. And maybe it's poor timing, but I want to get him something nice to show appreciation for the fact that I didn't just lose my dad. And I've been spending the last, like, 4 or 5 days... I can't remember now. I've been spending the last, like, 4 days just bricking my shorts. Because there was a legitimate scare there. There's still a legitimate scare, because... even with a, like, minor stroke, apparently, you're more likely to get another one, so we have to monitor my dad for a week. And then they told us that around that time is when he's in the clear. And to be fair, he's looking good. He's walking around. He's gotten like control of his legs and arm again. Because he said that his left leg and left arm were kind of awkward and heavy, but apparently nowadays it's doing better. Also understand the stroke issue. Yeah. So, I've been spending my last 4 days scared shitless and depressed. But I'm also insanely grateful that I didn't lose my dad. And aside from just sitting with my own thoughts and sitting trying to get back to normal and trying to help him get back to normal. And I mean this with all like sincerity. I want to get my dad something that shows him that I'm very appreciative of him and that I'm happy that he doesn't that I still have him, you know? Because a little more behind the scenes, I have a very close relationship with my folks. We've always been very close, and I can't imagine a world where they're not among my best friends. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard to describe, but I don't think there's ever been a single part in my life where I've thought poorly of my folks. Like, there are some things that they do that kind of crawl under my skin from time to time, but I'm grateful as hell that I have them in my life, and in this instance, I want to get something from my dad that shows, like, I don't know, that I'm appreciative of everything that he has done for me and he's represented in my life. Because the stroke scared the ever-loving fuck out of me, to be perfectly blunt. To be perfectly blunt about that, it scared the ever-loving fuck out of me. I have to laugh or I'm gonna cry. But yeah, so this list here was more or less to try and help me structure my thoughts a little better as I speak. But also, yeah. You have videos and pictures, you can make a collage where you could tell them exactly what you're saying. I could probably pull some from his Facebook, I guess, because he posts a lot of his favorite stuff up there. I just feel like I want to get him back into something that... I just want to get him back into something that I know that he's really a fan of. And as it stands now, I could... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm bad at this sort of thing. I don't know how to do emotions well. I'm not used to sharing very much. And I know I've probably, like, overshared with maybe both you and Kite, but yeah. I've more or less just been sitting here in my own thoughts, just trying to think of things I can do, or some things that I could probably say, or... I don't know. I'm in kind of a weird place. I'm in a very weird place mentally. You can't overshare with Kite. I appreciate that, man. Really, I do. But yeah, I don't know, I've just kind of been sitting here in my own thoughts, but I've also been trying to, like, make this a sort of, like, update streams, because I feel like you guys deserve to know what's been going on, and because... Yeah, I mean, I haven't really been online very much, and I've just kind of disappeared for a bit, so I'm like... Oh... Yeah. But yeah, I've mostly gotten through the main points of the list, I guess. Oh yeah, the scheduling for, like, my streams. That's not going to change very much, to be perfectly honest with you, because I still have Mondays and Tuesdays off. So I'm able to do more on those days with my content and also streaming it. But also, I might just do the occasional sporadic stream over the course of the week. So, oh yeah, that's what I wanted to say about this week. I'm gonna try and go back to normal by next week. So, I had to skip Monday, Tuesday because I was still like, I gotta be here for family. Dear God, I don't want my dad dying. So, I had to skip my normal stuff, but other than today, I might have to take the rest of the week off, I guess, to try and like refresh my brain. I know that might be dumb, but fuck it. This is just I'm wearing Bites wearing his heart on his sleeve day. I've been tired. I've been really fucking tired, and even when I tried to take a day off, I'm like, I feel like an asshole because I'm like, I need to keep working. I need to do work. I need to do something that involves work. Or I need to do something that involves growing my channel or growing my socials or anything like that. And I'm like, I need to like burn my candle at both ends, basically. And then when I do that, I'm like, well, shit, I haven't like slept well in the last 4 days. God damn it. Tomorrow I have a bit of a later start, though. Like, even now, to a certain degree, well, no. Even now, to a certain degree, I'm trying to think of, like, next week. And everything that I want to do. And, I don't know, maybe I sound like a sociopath or whatever, but this week has just been a week of, like, I needed to be with my family. I needed to be with like my dad. Yeah, I know. Like I haven't really been working on any of my channel content. This is the first time, like to be perfectly honest, this is the first time I've been thinking about it in like 4 or 5 days. But I've also been putting in apps. I've gotten a few interviews in, but admittedly with all of the stuff with my dad, I canceled 4 of them because like I said, I needed to be with family this week because this has been a weird time. I'm snoozing this ad. Fuck this ad. It's my last snooze of the. It's my last snooze because I snoozed the first 2. But yeah, yeah, this has just been a week of I need to be with family and I need to make sure that everything is locked down here and that we can make it, I guess. So I haven't really been thinking much about like I haven't really been thinking about my content at all. Today's the first day I even, like, crossed my mind, to be perfectly honest with you. But yeah, I've been kind of burning myself out a lot. So, other than this stream, as much of a weenie move as this sounds, I might take the rest of the week off and then try and get back to normal by next week. Which makes me feel like a loser because I'm like, I spent the last like 15 minutes gushing about how like every time I stream I feel happy and amazing. But then I'm like, yeah, I need to also take the rest of the week off. Oh my god. Yeah. And it's mostly just been like, shit, I don't know how to describe the feeling. I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm bad at emotions. But it's mostly just I feel like I gotta focus on helping my family go back to normalcy for a bit before I start like grinding out again. You know what I mean? Like, I want to make sure that my dad's going to be okay. I need to make sure that my mom's going to be okay because holy, this whole thing took a toll on her too, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. I need my folks to be okay, and they're both doing their absolute damnedest. Like, my dad's a fucking trooper. He's the kind of guy where he could be like injured, sick, whatever, and this man will still get up and still work. Like, I see where I get my work ethic from, I guess. Because anytime that he has to rest, he's just as bad as I am, where he's like, nope, I need to keep doing things. I need to keep getting up and like moving and doing things. And there are times where we have to physically tell him, just sit down and let us help you. God damn it. I'm just as guilty of that though. Like anytime that I need to ask for help, I just don't. And anytime that I feel like I can push through something, even if I'm like depressed or tired or just really messed up in the head, I'll just do it anyway. Be like, you know what, we're just gonna push through. But I think this is a case of after I'm done with today, I might take the rest of the week off just to make sure that I can be there for my folks, to make sure that they're doing okay. And to be perfectly honest with you, like, God, I cannot describe the mental hell that the last 4 days have been. Especially since I haven't actually slept for 2 of them. Like, oh God, you know what? I'll just talk about that. I haven't been able to sleep good. Especially after all of that went down. Like, I just keep staring at the ceiling, wondering, my brain just keeps going at like 1,000,000 miles an hour. And I can't turn it off. So there's like 1,000,001 thoughts going through my head at any given time, especially since I have to help look after my dad right now. And it's like, shit. And it's just like, shit. Like, I have to make sure that he's doing okay, that he's taking his meds on time, that my mom is doing okay. And then when I go to work, I disassociating. I do that most at work. I like disassociate the most when I'm at work. Racing thoughts are horrible, I agree. So, I haven't really slept for 2 days, and even though I've been like laying in bed and I've been trying to like get myself to sleep, I even bought stuff specifically because I'm already bad at sleeping. I've even bought stuff before all of this went down to try and help, but lately I just cannot. It's impossible. So I'm just sitting in my own thoughts most of the time at night, just letting myself stare at the ceiling and be like, shit, is he gonna be okay tomorrow? Or is my mom gonna be alright tomorrow? What do I have to do right now? Like, what can I do immediately? Like I said, I really am my dad's son. Because my brain will not shut the fuck up and let me sleep. So I'll just lay in bed when I'm supposed to be sleeping and just can't. Oh God, I really will laugh. I really do need to laugh or I'll cry. But yeah, it's been exhausting lately. But when I'm at work, it's weird. If I'm able to go like a whole day at where I'm at right now at the coffee house, if I'm able to go a full day there without actually talking to anyone, that's ideal for me. Like, it's impossible because coffee house, but I'm usually able to just like let my brain drift off and go somewhere else while I'm working, so that, you know, I'm just knocking drinks out, I'm cleaning stuff, I'm making sure that things are sanitary, all the while just letting my mind drift off somewhere else, and I disassociate like hell when I'm at work. It's probably not a healthy thing, to be perfectly honest with you, but that's why I'm trying to get other jobs. Yeah. And speaking of, actually, never mind. That's the other reason why I'm, like, a little bit in my own head right now, is because I had to cancel 4 interviews this week just so I could be available for my folks. Just to make sure that they're doing okay. But I'm hoping by next week I could go back to normal and resume the job hunt and pick everything back up after I've had some rest. You know what I mean? Because even though I'm incapable of resting right now, I think I should try. Maybe that's a selfish thought of me, though. I don't know. Like I said, I don't brain or emotion well right now, but maybe that's selfish of me to think of. I don't know, man. But yeah, all things considered, I'm gonna... I don't know, I'll play it by ear, because I already kind of, other than Monday and Tuesday where I'm supposed to actually stream according to my schedule, I'll play it by ear this week, and I apologize if I don't stream very much this week, just because between work and needing to be available, it isn't selfish of you. They're also adults, and they can take care of themselves just as much as you can. Take care of them, be there for them, worry, but don't put yourself in a state where you're the one in that position next. You're right. You are correct. Yeah. I do have I am you know what? I'll actually talk about this because it is kind of a positive thing. It's an ad break. Oh god. I'll talk about it anyway, because I know that, or at least I hope that subs don't have to watch ads, but I'll actually just wait till the timer runs out, and I'll yap about something else in the meantime. But yeah. I don't have to... Oh, okay, good. So, I am planning a vacation away from... work in July. Just use up as much of my, like, PTO and some of my sick time if I can, just to get a full, like, paid week where I can just step away from work. And to be perfectly honest, I will probably be using that week to focus on this. Because I already do enough, like, job hunting and enough, like... I do enough job hunting, and I also do enough, like, side gigs and things like that, just to make ends meet. But mostly for that week, I want to focus on this, because, like I said, I have, like, my most fun when I'm streaming. I'm happiest when I'm here, and when I get to yap and make my stupid jokes and, you know, just come in and hang out with everybody. It just that's where my mind is at its, like, best. I say I'm taking the rest of the week off. Hypocrisy, thy name is Bite. Anyway, but yeah. this is more or less what I wanted to talk about. Just to give you guys an update on what's going on and hopefully make some kind of sense. I guess I'm setting a good example. Oh god. I don't know what example I'm setting, but I'm glad it's a good one, question mark. I'm like Jon Snow, I know nothing. I know nothing. Oh god. Taking care of yourself by taking the rest of the week. Alrighty. But yeah, no. Yeah, so more or less I just wanted to hop on and fill everybody in on what's going on with me and, you know, just share what's up. And yeah, I mean, this is more or less just meant to be like an update sort of thing where I yammer on about what's going on with me and that I'm not dead and that I want to keep doing the streaming thing because it's fun and I have my most fun doing this. But I do think I need to take the rest of the week off, but hopefully by next week I will go back to normal in terms of my scheduling, so I'll be doing weird stuff I find on the internet on Monday, gaming on Tuesday, and then just play by ear, kind of do whatever I want the rest of the week if I decide to jump on, because the rest of my streams are impromptu. But yeah, I guess another thing that I thought was interesting is that I like how this is just completely off topic, but I feel like I need to talk about something funny right now, or my mind's just gonna torment me the rest of the evening for bringing the mood down. But I feel like I need to get a skeb artist to do something about my room. Because, hang on, let me turn this off real quick. Because even though okay, so I drew the background here, like, by myself, and I used Clip Studio to paint it, and I'm using VTube Studio itself to sort of, yeah. I feel like I need like a professional artist who isn't my cack-handed self to actually draw me a good version of this. Because I love this background, but it looks like dog shit. Because I'm bad at art, but I really need to get someone who's actually good at art to do this. To redo my background, I should say. Because I adore this. You don't think it's dog? Aw, thank you. Like, oh god. Okay, so the history of this background is that I literally drew it on paper, and then I took a picture of it with my phone, emailed it to myself, and then traced over it in Clip Studio. And then I just sort of used a bunch of texture brushes to make it what it is. Also, the thing in the upper left corner of the screen, that's how a lot of artists do it. Fair enough. But the thing in the upper corner was supposed to be like a rotating wall fan, but it's awkwardly like multi-dimensional abomination over there. I also don't know what these hexagon lights are, but I see them in a bunch of other people's backgrounds, and I thought I wanted one. But I wanted to do like RGB sort of thing, like a neon RGB. But also, and I'm going to scoot over so you guys can see this, because the Kotatsu with the Gunpla on it, they're just RGB hex lights. Fair enough. But this is a funny thing that, God, I guess I'm doing a room tour now. Good lord. um, but over here, like, uh, yeah, over here to my right, I wanted to try like where the shelves are and where you could see like all this stuff. This is sort of an inside joke for me, where I don't know, I don't remember the name of the Flash game anymore, but if you look at the table over here, not the kotatsu, but like to the right of me, over there, it's supposed to be a table that's made of a door and Lego legs. It's supposed to be a door with like that has legs that are made of Lego. And it's specifically because it's specifically because of a Flash game that I played when I was in high school, where you play as like the stick figure who has to go through like a daily life, and he has this like shitty apartment where he didn't even really have a table in his apartment, so he had to take a door and put Legos on it to make it into a table. So I kind of ganked that idea because it was funny. And what's supposed to be on top of it is supposed to be like a microwave air fryer thing, and then the thing underneath it is supposed to be like a wine cooler or like a mini fridge. It's not much of an apartment here, but it's home. There's also a coffee maker next to this air fryer looking thing. And above that is a pack of batteries. I forget what that box is supposed to be. But I also have like cans of cola in here. And then of course I've taped different stickers to the wall and my door. Like my actual door, not my table door. But also I wanted to, if you notice the door, I wanted to have a Piss Boy sticker on there. And I also wanted it to, like, be angled at such a way where, you know, like the viewing port of a door in an apartment building? I wanted my Piss Boy to be angled in such... Okay, this is a dumb inside joke. The peep hole. Yeah. See, you get it. No further explanation is needed. But okay, there's other aspects to the room that I enjoy, because on the maybe I should scoot myself real quick. Hang on. No. Okay. Maybe yeah. Okay. So on the kotatsu table, I don't know why, but I've always wanted a kotatsu. It looks cozy. And also because my art skills are bad, there's lore here. But I like building Gunpla. No shit. But I wanted a kotatsu in here because I've always thought kotatsus are comfy. Or they look comfy. I've never actually owned one, but I do think that they look like cozy. So on top of the kotatsu is my Gunpla stuff. I have a Gunpla in progress, but he's not done yet. And I also have a cup noodle and a can of Coke. Or conch. There. Also, in case I needed to point that out, there's also like a mecha poster taped haphazardly to the wall. Like, when I designed this room, I literally had no idea like the specifics of what I wanted in here. I just threw in a bunch of stuff that I knew I would put in my room if given the opportunity. Also, I don't know what this happy face pillow is all about. It just sort of showed up one day. But it sits on the couch along with a blanket. I also have a footlocker here, and I wanted to try and do like a miniaturized like cyberpunk apartment. Like something that you'd find in Night City in Cyberpunk. Yeah, no further explanation needed. So that's why I also have this door panel over here. And what you can't see from the angle that you're looking at is that, yeah, and I guess here is some more lore, is that I don't actually have a computer or a console. I just use the hardware in my head. There you go. So everything you're seeing right now is being streamed directly from my forehead antenna. Like literally I'm just standing in front of a wall right now. Well, that's not true. I'm standing in front of a shelf that has a teddy bear on it. So there's like a little cyberpunk teddy bear that I'm staring at and yapping at whenever I do this to kind of give everyone a hallucinations. Oh god. That teddy bear does good work. He really do though. So off screen, like what I'm looking at physically, like what my mobile platform is looking at physically, is a shelf with a teddy bear on it and sound insulating foam. Since, you know, Byte doesn't have a computer or a console, he just uploaded the software into his head. And he's coming to you live, using his head antenna to broadcast. Because, good thing about robot bodies is that we actually have good Wi-Fi reception. I need to eventually get myself a cat cable, though, so that I can plug into my ear. And maybe my connectivity will be better. Head 10A. You know what's funny about this? It's great for catching that 12G. Oh, you give my complex a lot more credit than it deserves. I catch 4G, but the antenna amplifies it to 12. Or that's the excuse that I tell myself. Hey, Holly up, well, what's up, dude? I'm just sort of hanging out and like yapping at everybody right now. Don't turn on psycho mode. I don't need that right now. Dear Lord. I need to make more conscious use of my macros, because I don't very often. But yeah, I guess that's the room tour. 2 of your friends married each other and you need a suit. Aw, congratulations. And also, I hope you find a good suit. I believe you will. Oh yeah, I forgot that I had a folding table back there. Good lord. But yeah, this is the room tour. This was me yammering on and giving you guys an update on everything that's going on in life and in pretty much everything. Oh god dang it. But yeah. I'll probably play it by ear, but I may take the rest of the week off, and I hope that by next week I will have gone back to normal. Because I would very much like to continue to do the thing. And I appreciate that y'all are very patient with me and, you know, give me the opportunity to do the thing, and this has become like a space where I feel like I can actually, I don't know, cut loose a bit. And I don't think I could. What is patience? Oh, I was just updating everyone, Holly up on what's going on. But basically, life hasn't really been easy the last week or so. You have no time to wait. Oh God. um. God. So the long and short of it is that my dad had a stroke. I'm trying to stay home for the week to try and make sure he's okay. Work sucks. I'm looking for different work. And patriotic pants, indeed. And I've just kind of been like verbal diarrheaing to try and explain what's going on. Which is actually very therapeutic because I'm bad at emotions. But then it ended up turning into a room tour, which I'm happy about. I also have like an orb light in the ceiling, which you can't really see right now, but they unintuitively put the buttons on the ceiling. So, hang on. Allow me to scoot down a little. Yeah. I have a ceiling light where both the on and off switch are on the ceiling. Curse, you're bad at emotions. You're an imaginary robot. True. Yeah, no. So, here's a little bit more bite lore for you. Since the on and off switch is on the ceiling, and for some reason, this is the most unintuitive like light setup, I have to poke the on and off switch with my antenna. So, like, if I want to... Yeah, I have to pool stick it, where I stand on the kotatsu and just, like, try to jump up and jab the off switch with the antenna. Oh, yeah, I also have a view out the window, to an extent. Hold up. No! I broke the boundaries of reality. But yeah, you can kind of see out the window. It's almost perpetually like midday, but that's just air pollution. Anyway, yeah, you kind of catch the city in the background. Yeah, I really want to get like a skeb artist to do this background justice, because even though I mostly like it, my art isn't very good, so it may be better if I got a professional to do this. This also is not an invitation for bots, but you know what I mean. God dang it. I'm probably going to attract a bunch of bots on my frickin' Twitter, X, whatever it is. God. It is 12:14 where I'm at right now, and I'm gonna have to cut it off here soon because I gotta get up early for work. And yeah, this was... Your art is better than a lot of people, but I don't see anything wrong with it, and he would tell you if there was. Can I get out of here? Fair enough. Yeah, I gotta get up a little early for work, and I don't know, I'll play it by ear. If I end up doing more than just this stream today, this week, but I may take the rest of the week off just to make sure that everything's good at home, and just to make sure that my folks are good. But, yeah, I also don't really have a big outro right now, because, I sort of just threw this together in hopes that I could, articulate my thoughts well. Yeah. Yeah. It's also why I had to have, like, a list on a notepad doc. So yeah. Thanks. Thank you, Holly Up. I appreciate it, man. And, I know you'll find an amazing suit for the wedding that you're going to be attending between your two friends. But, yeah. Thanks for your guys' patience. Thanks for letting me be able to do the things that I do, and hopefully by next week things will be back to normal. And, yeah. I'll see you guys later. The curse of the bird don't trust me, so we go together. Fair enough. The bride don't trust you, so you go together. Fair enough. But yeah, hopefully by next week things will be back to normal. And I appreciate you guys listening to me yap about absolutely literally nothing. And just letting me just letting me get my thoughts out there for a bit. So yeah. Catch you guys later, whether it's tomorrow or next week. And get out of my apartment.